to the next session that we have on India context, standards-based deployment showcase. I would now like to invite Mr. Deven Patel, who is the head of energy analytics at L&T Smart World and Communication, to present on EESL smart metering case study. Mr. Deven Patel is presently responsible for solutioning and offering of energy analytics, especially for the power distribution utility for L&T's Smart World Communication Unit. He has 33 plus years of experience in India on smart grid, SCADA, EMD, DMS, OMS, and substation automation, communication system, product management, and techno-commercial skills with ability to quickly grasp new concepts, technologies, and software designs. Sir, the floor is yours. Request Asif to give the presentation rights to Mr. Patel, please.
Yes, ma'am. I've given the right to him. Sir, can you on your webcam and also audio?
I think audio is there.
Yes,
yes, sir. We can hear you.
And if you can quickly on your webcam also, sir.
So as we should, are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. And if you can
And am I
go to the
audible?
full screen mode. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So good afternoon all, and thanks for giving me a opportunity to present our use implementation case study, what we have done it in India, ESL. So before I talk about ESL, I just wanted to, take you through the journey, and that is how I just split a presentation in this way, that how the technology has changed and how electricity has changed since India has started operating as an independent country from 47 till now, and then how change is impacting our day-to-day life. At the same time, in the technology also impacting electricity's day-to-day life. And then we come to the project, what are the learnings and what is the way forward, and if we don't do the standardization, what problem we may get into. So this is what my flow will be. And before that, we just wanted to introduce ourselves from L&T, because whenever you think about L&T, you always think about a big construction company doing a lot of civil work or mechanical work and all that. So within the L&T, we are a Smart World and Communication group. This group is established somewhere in 2015 to address smart city, smart grid communication, and military communication. And these are the activity where we really focus. At present, our focus is on communication and smart grid implementation. So as we speak, we have almost around 25 plus cities where we are implementing smart city projects. One of the largest project in electrical side is we're implementing ESL India's 5 million meter rollout, smart meter rollout. And if you see the services, we are starting from system integrator to the IoT services to the cloud, means complete service gamut of smart city communication and utility we are covering in that. So with this, I'm just giving one small, just take you the back journey, how India's progress. We are just divided this thing, India's the journey in this stage, like before 56, from 56, but that time before 56, like electricity is always a luxury. And then people started accepting and
Mr. Patel, we seem to have lost your audio.
yeah. In fact, I got a message that you lost audio. So is it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. We can hear you now.
So,
we can hear you.
Yeah. So in a growth stage where when we have electricity has reached to the all part of the most of the part of India, then the sudden people realize there is a deficiency of generation. A lot of generation plant came. Then generation plant came. Then there was a reason. If their generation is already there, but I'm not able to distribute because my line is not enough. And that cycle has started somewhere in 2001 onwards, and that is almost over by end of 20s, 2020 on all. And then we are into sustainable, the new age of energy is coming. So this is how electricity is progressing, and each stage how communication is helping. That if you see, initially communication was always wired or voice communication. Slowly it went into the PLCC or telephone line or serial, and then it went to the switch line. Then somewhere in late 90s, early 2000, the fiber optic started penetrating. But now slowly fiber optics has become a backbone, what you can say, communication system. And RF is gaining, because RF has the ability to reach every corner of that. And in RF also, the technology started increasing, and slowly cellular is getting into. Then what we see is 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. So this is how communication is increasing, and every time, each and every aspect, there is a need of a standardizing. Initially till 2003 or 2005, there was not much requirement of a standard, because after 2005 we started penetrating into the individual houses, and then this reach has come, and this is where the standardization is required. With this background, I just wanted to take you through the our ESL project implementation. If you see, the project is all about providing a AMI infrastructure in a state of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Delhi, covering about 5 million consumer. And if you see the how many discoms are involved, almost 8 discoms are involved, distribution companies are involved, and we are providing a 4 million meter in Uttar Pradesh, 1 million in Haryana, and around 0.5 million in UP, in the Delhi and Kanpur. And if you see, if we have provided meter from 4 different companies, and our job is to install and integrate and bring it to the one common platform, and where the data can be given into the utilities different system. And that is where we really face challenges, that how do we handle different companies meter. But by that time, luckily, by 2017, meter communication was standardized, smart meter standardized out. So protocol to be used for communication between meter to the control center was DLMS. And in this case, like earlier, Madam Kumud has told that from 2014, the smart grid pilot project started coming. There was technology trials happened on which communication medium should be selected. And by that time, this project was awarded. More or less, people were convinced that yes, we should go for a GPRS communication, and that is how this project complete meter was used in GPRS communication. That time technology was maximum, the best technology available in India was 3G, fall back on 2G. It started like this, and after that 4G came up, and then we faced a problem. The meter what were supplied were having a 3G fallback on 2G, but now the 4G came up, service provider stopped 3G, and everything started working on 2G. And the utility says, no, I wanted to go for 4G. And then this issue came, then the meter has to be upgraded and all. So that is what we face. Yes, in GPRS, interoperability between the meter manufacturers, there if the technology gets upgraded, we have a problem. So this is what our implementation. But this implementation, though GPRS, when we started, availability was not that great, but slowly over a period of time, penetration has gone well. It has, everything is improved, and today we are like what Madam Mahmood has shown her in her slide also, that 92 to 93% data daily reading is coming to the control center. Everything is fine, and slowly bandwidth is increasing, and this is happening when we have a 2G. If it comes to 4G, definitely this is going to go up. And with this, what has happened, that utility is able to achieve. In India, the maximum problem of utility is having a right collection at the time, and this is what it has come. So what we feel, that in communication technology at present, GPRS, though there was initial issue, it came up, and but now we are facing another problem, that utility wanted to go for RF, and how do we integrate RF in this, and that is where the challenges are there. So this is only a broad level architecture diagram, how meters are connected to the control room and how we are getting it. And what we brought in, like this is what we brought it, like we have done end-to-end implementation, including uh, alliances and bringing the domain expertise into that. And with this, uh, the learning, this is our learning that we need to have openness for multiple communication, because today one communication will, even though we were thinking that GPRS will be there, but there also technology upgrades are happening. So that integration has to be there. And now new technology RF and the NBRT is coming. We really do not know how to bring it to this table, and this is where the problem is. But and then we did a lot of study, and that study I just wanted to, I will show you at the end of this slide. But this ESL at present, meter interoperability, because of DLMS, it is gone. If it is GPRS communication, DLMS client sits in the control room, server is in the meter, channel is transparent, it happens. Yes, like earlier Phil mentioned that there will be bandwidth choke, because at present, as we speak, we are collecting data of almost 1.5 million meter in one shot, and the data takes around 2 hours time to get collected to the control room. But in India, as per requirement that we have to poll once in a day, so we are polling that billing data in a, but yes, I hope that by the upgrade of technology 4G or maybe 5G, this bottleneck will go away, or at least improve. And so, and why I'm emphasizing on the standard that we need to, the learning what we have done. If you see the market overview of India, how it has happened, starting from this thing, that government of India has mandated that by end of 2024, all household meter has to be replaced with the smart meter, and that is a mandate issued. At least, even if you say half of them is getting implemented, we need 125 million smart meters to be implemented. And where are we at this stage? Almost 11 million is already implemented in various pilot or ongoing projects and all these things. Almost 43 million RFP is already out, and another 198 194 million meters RFP has to be floated, and that is where the market is going to happen. And if the standardization is not there, market will pick up, and then we'll have a problem. So this is what I am seeing, and this is where the challenge I'm posing here. If but slowly after seeing Bill's presentation, I can see that yes, there is an option to, if we get into the Bison, can be a solution to this, or for 4G or 5G bit good bandwidth with GPRS could be a solution to that. And that is what I just told, that what we did initially when the pilot started. Three major technology for field area network started with the PLC, RF mesh, or cellular. PLC did not work properly, though there was one pilot implemented somewhere in Tripura, it did not to get converted into that. But all other places, either GPRS or RF based solution has happened. RF and GPRS has given equal result. RF being technology local without dependency on the service provider has given a better results. So if you see that we have done the comparison, and if you see, this is how we have seen that RF initially was having upper hand, but now GPRS is picking up. Only problem with RF is the interoperability is low. Like if you go with the service provider one of RF, you invariably land up going with the same service provider the communication. But after seeing Phil's presentation, I see that yes, there is option that, because there are, I've seen somewhere 9 vendors meters are communicating. So yes, there is option if Bison can play a role and then do something here, that problem can be resolved. That's what I see here. And so ideally, where India has gone, initially India was here, like we have some utility has the communication, some will doesn't have communication, some has what do you say, usage information, different standard, no standard, there was some communication happening. Like this is what typically, if you see 10 years back, 2011-12, some utility has a communicable meter, but that all are proprietary communication. Some utility started doing some standardized communication, but utility based only, there is no nation standard. But today we are more or less standardized in terms of what protocol meter has to communicate, but which communication medium, that is where we have to really look for. And I feel that like initially Reena madam also mentioned that I give a challenge, but I feel that now if we use uh, Wyson type of a technology, or we deliberate and then do it, that could be a answer to that. But problem, what that message, what I'm trying to say, that if you have to act fast, otherwise government will push everybody to install meter, and by end of this year, meter will get installed. So with this, I just wanted to uh, end my presentation, and I'm open to any questions if you have. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir. We will be taking questions at the end of this session. We have 2 more presentations, so we will be taking questions after that. And
Sure.
so if you would kindly, wait.
I'll be there.
I would now